our stories to lift each other, give hope to push us further, and encourage one another. Behind the scenes, beauty.
At almost 1 million followers, Karlton Humes, or Notkarltonbanks as he's known on Instagram, proves the power of social media. Coming on the scene with skits depicting the Black church experience catapulted him to the attention of gospel artists such as Darrell Walls of the Walls Group, Kiara Sheard, and Karen Clark Sheard. It even caught the eye of Tyler Perry, who later asked him to appear in his film A Madea Family Funeral. He started his own emoji app and has a show on the streaming platform Create TV called Saved in the City. And his newest accomplishment as an NAACP nominee for Outstanding Social Media Personality. All right, so we have with us Karlton Humes. Hello, Karlton.
Yo, what's up?
We have been trying to do this. I say that to all my guests. We've been trying to do this, but people don't realize it's like a balancing act to finally try to get people scheduled together.
Catch it. You gotta catch each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So Karlton, I don't know if you know this, but you make any bad day amazing. Like your Instagram is faithful that you can always go to it and always laugh.
No more Captain Crunch, no more Cinnamon Rolls, no more Lucky Charms, no more Cheerios.
There are a lot of people that have started out when you started, and their stuff goes a little up and down, and you be looking at it, and some of it is not as funny as it started out to be, but your stuff is consistent.
Thank you. It's God. He keeps giving me great ideas. He just keeps throwing them down. I'm just like, okay.
Okay, so a lot of people don't really know a lot about you. I don't know a lot about you. So I'm very interested to do this interview because I want to get to know who is this young man that I'm constantly watching, okay? So Tell us, I think you are a Missouri native.
I am from Missouri, born and raised, but now I'm in Texas, so kind of a little big jump.
Okay, so did you grow up in with a lot of siblings or?
Yeah, well, 5 is not a lot to me, but yeah, I have an older brother. I fall in line. I was the second born, and then you have 3 under me.
Okay.
It's 5 of us, and the youngest sibling is, how old is she? Like 17, 18, and the oldest is about 37.
Okay, so that's funny because your age, you're only 27.
Mm-hmm.
But your comedy, I'm 40, I'm 43.
Wow.
And and so I'm always, thank you, friend. I'm always, I'm gonna cut that out. Okay. But anyway, but no, I'm 43, and I'm always amazed at some of how your comedy hits, because I'm like, he is too young to know about Hezekiah Walker. He is too.
Okay, so why do people say that? Cause I grew up on everything. Like my mom and my dad, in their car, that's all they was playing. That, and I was a church kid, so, and I feel like. And this, my brother is younger than me. My siblings, they are younger than me, and they know about that. So I'm just like, it's just what it was, I guess.
But you had to be a sponge, because I remember being 17, 15, around that time, all of his hype stuff. So I'm like, oh my God, you had to be soaking it in, because the mannerisms you do, the hair, all of it is. I'm like, he pulled it all from my era, and I don't understand how he did it being so young.
I don't know. It was all there. Like you said, I guess I was a sponge. I watched everything. I listened to everything. Long car rides, that's what they was playing. And then our choir, we sang some of his songs. And then, as a church kid, you growing up, you hear the choir singing that, you remember it. And then because you church kids, that's what we do. I don't even know how to explain it, but we sit there and watch everything.
So are you the only funny one out of your siblings, or
Oh
all?
my God, no. No, I'm just the one that happened to like put it on a phone and record it, and because they crazy. The
Really?
other ones, oh, they are. Oh, all of
Okay.
them are funny.
So well then in that case, so tell me how it all started out. How did like what was the first that like where did you begin? I don't even know where you start.
Started in college. I went to college. I want to say my freshman year was 2011,
Okay.
and so went to college and I was doing these. That's when Vine was in. So I started on Vine with 6 seconds. Instagram didn't have the videos. None of that. None of this stuff Instagram got now. They didn't have it. But Vine was like TikTok is, and I was doing like these ratchet girl videos and like cussing like real hard. And my dad was like getting up on it, and like he's a pastor. So I was just like, yeah. He was like, yeah, you can't be doing all that cussing and like but to me, I'm like, I'm 19. I'm like,
I'm
like,
grown.
I'm grown. Like I'm out your house. I'm out of high school. Like, but it dawned on me later, and I started doing like the church videos. I saw something that nobody was doing, and I just put it on camera. I think the first video that went viral was the "We Lift Our Hands in the Sanctuary" video, when I was like kind of adjusting the mics and getting prepared to how the praise scene was about to start. But that was it was either that one or the Karen video. Either or.
The day he opened my eyes.
I remember Daryl Walls sharing that one, the Karen Clark cheer video, Bomb Gilead, and of course everybody was following him because he was from the Walls group, and it went from there. And I was like, okay, so if I can get all of these famous people, these gospel people, and I know church like my social security number, so I'm there. So I started doing that. Nobody was doing it. I mean, nobody was doing this. I didn't have characters at the time. I think the only character that I probably had was like the little girl. And the girls from the band gave me like their old wigs they used to use from like Saturday's game. I was just like, yeah, let me get that. It was like, you still making videos? I'm like, yeah. That was like, I'm about to drop these off at your room. I was like, okay, bet. Nah, put something up to it, and those characters. The funny thing is, those colors were the colors that they wore, the flagline girls, and so I kept that color all up until now.
So that's how. Okay, so all right, so who was so okay? So Daryl Wall's first one to start. So who was like the person that started following you, started commenting on your videos, and you just was like blown away that you had now transitioned into this new space?
It was Kiera Sheard. So I was kind of hyped with Daryl because it's still Daryl Walls. I was just like, oh my God, he's from the Walls group. And then he tagged them in it, and they seen it, and then they came to my page, and she saw it and commented, and she put it on her page, and I was in my dorm room going crazy. My phone was going off. You would see like my friends from school like, oh my God, texting me like, you know, so and just posted you. I'm like, yeah, I see it. Call. It was crazy.
So what were you going to college? What were you going to college to study?
Education. I was going to be a teacher. I was going to teach K through 6, and I looked 12 at 21, 22. I looked like I was their little brother or something. So.
Right.
But when I would go do like student teaching, I had to go sit in the classroom at school. It would be like 6th grade, 5th grade. Some would be 2nd or kindergarten. They all looking at me like, who little son is this?
So you finished. You had finished. You graduated and all that good stuff.
No, I actually didn't. I actually left my senior year because by the time my senior year got there, it was kind of like, all right, do I want to do this? Like, cause this is like my dream. Like, I was like, social media was coming up, and I'm just like, hey, I gotta be that nigga to be on that wave if I'm gonna do it. I took that step of faith. I was just like, okay, God, you got me. Like, you got me. I'm about to leave school now. It was my senior year. I waited till the end of 2015 May, and I went home and I saved and stacked money and kept doing what I was doing. And boom.
And so is that. So I mean, as a person that has just been, well, you can't even just say just been, because social media nowadays, people are making full-on careers out of it. And
it's definitely a career now.
You have definitely done that. I mean, you have emojis. Your emojis turned out to be number 2 on the app, right under Kevin Hart.
Mm-hmm. And then it shot to number 1.
Oh, congratulations. I actually bought it, so you owe me something, because
Thank you so much for your support.
It's on this phone. I surely do.
Those emojis, I need to update them.
You do.
So it was because that was the first batch. It's so many more.
You. Especially, I used to use the shower one all the time.
Ooh, was that Squint shower on there?
Yes, I think so. Oh my goodness. Okay, so tell us how you ended up doing the characters. So at first, you were just imitating different things you had seen, different scenarios that had happened in church.
Yeah, that was the first thing. I was just like, okay, I know church. I know this is how people act. This is what we do in church. I know for a fact. And as the time kept going, I was just like, because each of these characters come from my home church back at home in Missouri. Right. And they know that, but I changed the names and the way certain movements and mannerisms be, but it's definitely my home church, because that's us. Everything that I do, I've seen either at a guest church or my church back at home, but those characters come from my home church.
I mean, it's the I can't help but to laugh, because every time I think about all the characters, it's funny how you can be in Missouri growing up, and that same person can exist over in Virginia, where I'm from, and we can identify that same person. Everyone knows that person in church.
Everybody knows. I was just like, and it amazed me, because when I first started doing the videos, I was like, okay, I was tripping because people were commenting and relating. I'm just like, wait, did we all go to the same church? Because I thought it was just what we did where I was from, in the area, in our jurisdiction. I just thought that's what we did.
No.
But when we go to the guest church, I was just like, okay, they act just like us. And I would go to it's crazy. All black church is the same. We just have like the different denominations or whatever. But we act the exact same. Expression, same mannerism, same everything. It's just black people. And I love it.
I do too. And how is it that I'm weak and the scream became staples in all your videos?
I kind of just added that too. I was just like, okay, so if Mary's this happy, or let me make her scream all the time as out of an excitement.
My name is Mary. I'm from Marietta, Georgia, and I'm addicted to screaming out of nowhere. It comes from thinking about Jesus.
So you just added who is the guy that say Sweet Jesus?
Sweet G is his name. Sweet G, like, so it's J-E.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sweet G, Sweet G. Ah!
Oh, okay.
That's him. That's his name. You got to put some respect on his name.
And see, that goes back, because I'm like, you couldn't have been born when people were wearing curls. But those are the people.
I don't know. It's weird. Like, I've seen all of this. Like, I remember my childhood like so well, because me and my brother were adventurous. So we looked at everything. We were like scoping around everything, figuring out stuff, like just like a Phil and Leo type situation. But those Jerry curls, like, they were still like wearing, like, we had uncles and cousins that were still wearing them, and we would see how they act with it on, and we just like,
just let your soul glow, just let it shine through.
It's 2000 or it's 99. Like, why is it? We looking at yearbooks. I mean, not yearbooks, but family albums. We see all of that, and it's.
Gotcha. Okay, so we went over. You had the emojis. You have a TV show. What is the two? So what are the names and where can we find them?
So I have Saved in the City, which came out last year.
And that's on Create TV?
It's on Create TV.
Okay.
Let's download and subscribe.
Before you came here, I want you to give it to me. And we'll give it to us. Whew. I want you to give it reluctantly and under compulsion. Compulsion, my bad. Give it on compulsion for God who loves a cheerful giver.
What? You acting like Renee ain't do.
We just paid rent.
And don't we gotta pay it again? Exactly. Mind your business.
Very, 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 very funny. Something that we put together with some of the characters. We got some more seasons coming soon. About to start working on that. I'm excited because I've added more characters, so that's the reason why. Yeah, that's the only TV show. I only have one. I only have one TV show.
Okay.
I'm working on an album with the characters.
Okay, so tell us how well, because people what's funny is you were being funny with Sweet G, but you actually went in the studio, you actually recorded it, and you actually put it out on iTunes. And people were bumping.
I mean, like bumping it, like in the car, like this my song. I'm riding this. This my song. I'm just like, really? But I love it. It just shows how Black people. I love us because because we're ignorant like that,
right?
And we just do like the dumbest stuff and just make it out of a song. And sometimes those songs turn into hits, and you just never know. But
yeah,
I got that. What Sweet Jesus is like, he has like his own like little EP coming out, and then I'm going to do like a separate, whole completely different thing with all of the characters. But he has his own little thing going on because he swear he's a superstar.
But you can sing a little bit, like it. I hear it coming when you sing. The key. Look, I wish I should have had my keys. The keys ain't right here though.
I got them right here.
The keys are not right here. They is over there with you.
See, I got them. You know how much I'm gonna always keep the keys. But I can't. Yeah, people say that a lot too. But I do want to work on my own personal music. I just want to come out with an EP, some small, because singing these days is different. You gotta, you gonna sing.
Right. Well, not necessarily nowadays.
But I do.
If you gonna do it,
I do want to give off a vibe.
Yeah.
I do want to like church them a little bit, and then I do want to, more stuff. But
you about to be the new Jamie Foxx, be able to sing them and make them laugh all at the same time.
All at the same time, because Jamie was killing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie was killing. I was just like, That's who I was watching too, low key. Growing up, Jamie.
Okay.
With the singing and the comedy, definitely him.
So tell us how the day that Tyler Perry reached out to you to be a part of Medea's
so my
big
brother
family
was
funeral.
cutting my hair. My younger brother that's directly under me was cutting my hair. We were living at home in Missouri. My manager called me. He was like, where you at? What you doing? It was like late. It was like 9. It's probably like 9 or 10 my time, like 11, 12 his time. I'm just like, yo, what's going on? Like I'm scared, my heart beating. He didn't stop cutting my hair. He was like, hey man, Tyler Perry just called. I said, huh? I said, wait, huh? He was like, yeah, they want you to be in a movie. And it was winter time back at home. It wasn't winter in Atlanta, but it was winter time back at home, and it was snowing. He was like, yeah, man, they need you in like the next day, like tomorrow. Right. Like they coming to get you, but the snow was so bad that I had to drive to the airport. But it was like I don't remember. After I got off the plane, I don't remember anything. I just remember just walking up to the set, and was just like, and then boom, the movie came out.
It just all was a fog.
It was a blur, like blurry, like blur, like
You weren't able to take it in. Why do you think that happened?
I don't know. It was unexpected, like something like that. Like it was unexpected.
So when the movie came out, did you get a chance to like go back and reflect and say, "Wow, like I just was in a movie"?
It still haven't like dawned on me that I was in a movie because I've only seen it like one time. The whole entire movie, I only watched it once. Because it's unreal. Like coming from where I'm from, small town. I just be like, what? And you in like a movie that you've seen, like a person that you used to watch growing up. Like you looked up to, you've seen him, like his plays, all of that. So it's kind of like my mama talk about this man like all the time.
Right.
But it was unreal, and I was on tour with Travis Green when the movie came out. I think the movie came out like that next year. That next like two years, 2 or 3. Yeah, he waited a long time to put that movie out.
Oh, really?
We had filmed it like hellas ago. Like hellas. And
look, I worked with him on Nobody's Fool. Mm-hmm. We shot it in like 6 days, 7 days, and I think the movie came out. Yeah, he drops it like nothing. It's very quick.
Yeah.
I do want to step back and ask you a quick question though. Like, okay, so do you feel like when this stuff came, were you scared, or did you feel like God had prepared you and you was ready?
He already prepared me. Like I was not intimidated at all. It was something that I was wanting to do, and a lot of like he was preparing me while I was on the yard. I called the school the yard. I don't know why I do that, but the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. I used to host like pageants. I was hosting like yard shows, step shows,
So you weren't afraid of crowds, because it's one thing to do.
I was already doing it. It was like getting me prepared. It was just like a step. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, now I look back on it, I was just like, wow, you were preparing me. And it's so dope of how he did it, because I was around my peers. Like I knew everybody. I was a face on campus. So everybody knew everybody. But like, you have those main people on like a campus, like an HBCU campus. You just be like, yeah, right. You know Karlton? Yeah, I know him. So he prepared me like during that, and I kept going and kept going and kept going, and like came from hosting like pageants and step shows to hosting like red carpets and tours, big crowds, huge crowds. To movies, and just it's great.
And it's continuing to take off. Congratulations. You just got nominated for an outstanding social media personality for the NAACP. How does that feel? I mean, you're in there with some big people. I mean, you got Desi Banks,
and they all are great. I love them all. They are all like funny, like and hilarious in their own special ways. I like every last one of them. Every last one of them. Funny.
So have you had time to process that? You haven't had time to process that either.
I'm still standing still from the email when they sent the email. I stood like for like, I know for about like 2 minutes just staring at the thing like, what am I like? Did they send this to the right email? Is it another Karlton Humes? Like,
right?
Who is it? But
oh my gosh,
I don't know. It's unreal.
How long does it take you to put together a skit? What is that process like?
It's an hour, because I edit as I go.
Really?
And I've like conquered the app that I use, because I've used it since 2011. I just kept up with the updates. I kept up with the phone. Boom, 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 boom.
So it literally takes you an hour?
Yeah, it don't take me an hour. And then some videos, it'd be like 10 minutes, because I be I know who is who. I've embraced these characters. I've grown to them. They've like been clean on to me, but
You know the angle. You know
I
how
know
the
the
shot should
angle.
look.
I know how my light should be. I know what it should be on my phone. And I've recorded every single video that I've ever posted with the iPhone. I don't have any like special anything.
So do you have people that help you record it all, or you do all of it just putting it on a stand and going?
I just put it on my little if I can show it to you, my little ring light right here. We gone. But if it's just like a video, like a reel that Sweet Jesus did like a couple days ago, then one of my friends will come over and be like, record and act silly with me. We go in the store, Target, because it's the same friends that I had from college. So they live here in Texas with me too. Like they're just close around. I just be like, hey, what y'all doing? Come.
My favorite too was when you got out the car, you was dancing to Chris Brown.
The Chris Brown, what was it? The Chris Brown challenge or something like that?
Yeah, I don't even know but that's really the way you dance in that skirt.
So hard.
I promise you, I can depend on you. Like if I'm like, oh, today is not a good day. Let me go on Karlton's page. I know you're posting something. Can I also compliment you it's one thing to be able to write comedy or put stuff together in your head, but it's another thing to be able to do it on the fly. And if anybody follows you, and if you don't follow him, if you're just watching this video, you don't follow him, I definitely suggest you follow Notkarltonbanks. And when you do a live, it's must see Instagram TV. Let me tell you, people sending it to me. Devon is sending it to me. We are laughing at you. For you to be able to interact with people on the spot, it takes a lot. And to be funny and to keep it up for a full hour.
Well, I'm Big Sis. I'm Big Lily.
Who the oldest Lily?
Me. Somebody over there is Temple. Put the who is there?
Your sister? How old is Lily?
Show them. Oh. Go back.
Oh, that's what you get for being nosy.
You are able to do that on the fly. Like, what is that experience like?
I'm gonna piggyback because so it goes back to hosting. Like when I'm hosting, I'm a people person, so I'm approachable. So I'm coming to you. I'm checking you out. I'm seeing I'm talking to you because I don't want anybody who's like supporting me and watching me feeling like they can't like
say
talk
hello
to me or like just to like feel where I'm coming from or something like that. But I have that. I don't know if that's like a gift, but I have that. I can do that, which like quick. And I mean,
that's for some people that didn't know what we were talking about. The keys, like you do a thing with Lily. you do a thing with Lily where you have people come on and they perform sometimes, and they'll sing, and so you'll say, "Why your key up here?" Why are your keys over here? I love that.
In my distress, broken hearted, I try my best.
I feel like
better.
Hold on, cause I feel. Hold on. I feel like these are not here.
Uh-huh.
I need these here.
Okay, you want the keys to be there.
I want the keys to be there.
It's hilarious. That's why I was like, behind the scenes beauty is really not anything. I mean, like what you do is really not about beauty, but it's about the beauty inside, because you really change the way a person's outlook goes on a day, and just you have no idea. It brings back memories. What you do, you bring back memories of good old days when things seemed simple and church was easy. And I appreciate you, my brother, so much.
I miss 90s church. I was a 90s church kid. This new church, oh my God. Not my new church, but my church here, I love it. It's just like home.
Right.
I'm good. But the new church.
Yeah. It's a whole nother thing.
Lord, but let's keep
So
them in
question.
prayer.
Definitely. What made you move to Dallas instead of LA, New York, Atlanta?
I didn't want to go where everybody was going. LA is expensive. You would have to move me there, literally. New York, I just don't know. I know people in New York, but I don't want to live in New York. Atlanta, we know Atlanta is full.
Right. It don't need no more people.
They are returning keys. You can't even go in. So, and Dallas is, I feel like it's a nice location for as far as like flying out. Flights are cheap. Coming from either airport. I know a lot of people in Dallas. I don't know too many people, but I know enough to keep me grounded and have support. And Dallas called first with like apartments. So I was just like,
okay. So are you like always by your phone? Like, do you keep your phone by your side 24/7?
My phone is right here, both phones.
Oh, you have two?
Yeah, I'm Kevin Gates. I got two phones.
Okay.
I have to cause it's always something.
Yeah.
But I don't let that distract me from like real life. I still know what's going on. Like I can still hear you. I can still I can have a whole conversation with you right here, and I'm making a whole post, or I'm still posting to my story. I can do it all. I can manage.
Right. So you're not intimidated by the demand of social media and becoming a social media superstar.
No.
Okay.
Because at any day, like the internet could crash.
True.
It can. God forbid, but like any day it can crash, and then I can't wait for the applause from like people, because if I'm waiting on the applause from them, then like
right.
So I just post and I'll be like, all right, I'm gone. That's why you rarely like see me like responding to people, because I post and get off. I'm a Twitter guy.
Really?
I love Twitter. I've been on Twitter since probably like 1987.
Oh wow. Wait a minute. They won't on Twitter.
I've been on Twitter a minute. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fast. It's fast. We find out everything before Instagram and Facebook does.
That is true. That is true. It is good for the news. Yes. So I have two questions. My last two questions, and my one of them is: so what's in the future for Karlton? If you could basically paint the picture of what you would love to be and see in the future, what would you paint?
I would paint a talk show. I do want to have a talk show. I want it to be like an 80s feel. Whoever I interview, just say I have it's like a late night 80s talk show. Right. 80s music going on with the intro, and but it would be in today's quality, of course. But you would have to dress 80s in order to that's the thing. You have to dress 80s, and we got the 80s set up. We interviewing in what you got going on right now, but it's just 80s.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
look at you.
I got it's all stuff running around, and I do want more apparel. Like I've come a long way. I've done what was needed to be done in the past. I've learned. So I think I'm about ready for more like clothing and little stuff that the Saints can purchase.
Okay.
Yeah. So put the characters on there. Put them on some stuff that's meaningful. Just don't be out just wearing, because everybody want to put some on a t-shirt. I'm over it.
That is true. I'm
over it.
Do you feel
a keychain or something?
True. Do you feel overwhelmed by having to do so many characters, like having to put them all in? Does that feel like a lot, or you enjoy it? It doesn't bother you at all?
No, it doesn't bother me.
Gotcha.
Because the only reason why it don't bother me, because I don't want to get besides myself or too much involved into something like that, because that's kind of crazy. 14, 13 people.
Right.
I just be like, once they off, oh well. But you probably see it still in my facial expression, because those are like real facial expressions. I have a facial expression problem, but no.
So you're not the person to sit in church with, because there have been times I've seen when people were talking to come up on it, and they for real, and you'll do the camera you got to tie your shoe.
I'll be like, my eyes will tell you everything. I'll be like,
my favorite is my shoe was
Pattern toss, what the light of red to see, but I still
See, and people be. Y'all, hold on, my shoes. Hold on. Let me get this up. I'm trying to get this up. Something spilled on the floor. Oh, I don't know how this cup freaking spilled. This cup don't get up. This cup all on the floor.
that took me out. Like I don't think I've ever had to like come out of character like that, because it was unexpected. Like nobody that I go live with, I don't know them.
Shining. Yeah. All of this sweating. You've been working. You lying because you ain't been working. You ain't been working. I don't want to hear what you gonna sing.
Lily, why you cutting up like that?
Me is not cutting up. Do you see scissors?
right.
I don't know them, unless it's like, of course, like John P. Key, Garrett Shear, or Tasha Cobb, somebody like that. But any other person, I don't know them from a can of paint.
Right.
Sorry.
Does it blow your mind a little bit that like now you know all these people that you idolize, John P. Key, now they know who you are, that they draw from you, where you used to draw from them being musically, now they come to you and they gather from what you're gifted.
It's kind of dope, but it still doesn't feel like real. Like I don't know when it's gonna like actually like hit me, because right now I guess I'm enjoying it, I'm in it, and I'm working, and I don't pay attention to it. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, I understand it.
For them, but I do get what you're asking. But for them to like be on my page, like commenting, because I still listen to them like in the car, like without even thinking about like Instagram or nothing like that. It's just like these niggas are gospel artists. I listen to them growing up all the time. But when you see them comment, or you see them DM, or you see them like call or like text,
it just still ain't
I
hit.
be like, God, what you be doing? Because I used to be like, I used to go like type in like destinychild.com and like be on like the little thing, like the little AOL little chat room. And now you got like they posting you, like it's weird.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird. It's not weird, but it's just like, it's just crazy, because one moment you're sitting at a computer like just typing, and then the next thing you know, you're a face.
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
So, Karlton, my staple question for the show is, what is beautiful to you, sir? What do you find beauty in?
I find beauty in being black.
Okay. Come on, bro.
Okay. Okay. That's it. That's the book. That's the Bible. That's the word.
That's the word. All right. I love it. Thank you so much, Karlton.
No problem. Thank you.
Anything you want to promote? Anything you want to... Hey.
Make sure y'all vote for me now. I'm a nominee for the
That's
NAACP.
right. Where can they go where can they go and vote? I know it's up to March 27th. This will definitely be out before then.
The link is in my bio. It's going to stay in my bio till the day that it premieres.
So have they told you how you guys will be doing this? I know it's virtually this year, right? Or
Yeah.
did that take a little sting out of it?
I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know what they're gonna do with that. I know it is virtual, but I don't know if we're gonna like be there or like they're gonna have like bring in the cameras. You know, they'll bring in the camera. They'll send you the camera, see a little PO box.
Right.
So set things up real quick, and we're gonna try.
Right.
But I don't know. But you know, I'm gonna have to go get me a suit. I'm going to get me a suit.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit in my living room.
I'm not mad at it. You definitely should.
Yeah, I am, and I'm going to enjoy it virtually if that's the place to be.
It is. Listen, friend, I love you so much. Thank you again for coming to the show. Oh, no problem. All right. Take care, my friend.
All right. You do the same.
All right. To the next time.
One thing I have realized, that if God don't do it, it just won't get done. It's gonna take a miracle from God. If God don't do it, it won't get done. If God don't do it, it won't get done. If God don't do it, it won't get done. It's gonna take a miracle.
Behind the scenes,